Hi, I'm Tony Jones, Managing Editor at Channel Vision Magazine. I'm coming to you live from the CVX Expo 2025 show floor. I'm here with Keith Porter, Channel Development Manager at Lumen Technologies. Lumen is a gold sponsor at CVX Expo this year. Hi, Keith. Welcome.
Hi, thanks, Tony.
Thank you very much for being here. Tell us a little about Lumen and what the company specializes in.
Well, Lumen Technology, we changed our name about 5 years ago. We're the conglomeration of the two largest companies. We're Level 3 and CenturyLink, but we're also a conglomeration of other companies before that, Quest, TW Telecom, Global Crossing, for those of us who have been around a while. We've done a really good job taking all those companies and combining them into one of the world's largest networks, and we're the most peered network in the world.
And so that leads to the next question, or it ties into the next question: what separates you from the competition?
Yeah, that's a good question. You know, like ISPs, like everybody does ISPs, right? So here's where our secret sauce, our secret power is. Lumen Technologies is not only one of the world's largest internet service providers, but we are the #1 most peered network in the world. That's why the likes of Microsoft, Meta, AWS, you name it, they're all investing in Lumen because of the deeply peered nature of our network. So it's pretty cool. So that means what that means technically for our clients is that when you have a Lumen internet connection, you're going to be able to access your data, your applications, your services quicker, faster, more efficiently with lower latency and less jitter. Yeah, so that's one of the reasons why our core business is our superpower, our internet service backbone. And then we have other products and services on top of it, like security. We have infrastructure as a service. All of these are more compelling because of the network that they're connected to.
Right, that's very interesting. So, and what are some of the latest innovations Lumen's bringing to market?
Yeah, so I'll just share this with you. In 2025, we're going to spend about $100 million on upgrading our network, all right? In 2026, we're going to spend another $100 million. So kind of like Wayne Gretzky, you know, when he said, don't play where the puck is, skate to where the puck's going to be. We know that AI is going to drive a lot of data. AI models need to feed on data. Customers' data are scattered all over the place. So one of the innovations that we have is something called Network as a Service. Network as a Service is basically where you can cloudify, we've cloudified telecom, where you can actually turn up a port in a portal with simple, easy terms, and you put in a credit card information, you can light up a port, and then you can actually have multiple services on that port. Things like internet on demand that you can scale up and down on demand. You can also have an Ethernet on demand connection, where that would be used to connect to other data centers. Or, and this is really great, you can actually connect privately into hyperscalers. So you can turn it on demand, you can connect to your Azure workloads, your AWS workloads, GCP, etc. And this all takes minutes in provisioning.
Fantastic. And what can we expect from Lumen going forward?
We're going to be having further enhancements with our Network as a Service product. Okay, so that is going, right now, prior up until November 3rd, our Network as a Service was, big in our data centers, because we're lit in over 2,200 data centers. And also our buildings that are lit with our fiber. But as of November 3rd, we just released, we're now available on OffNet, so 10 million locations plus will be able to benefit from Network as a Service, and we'll further enhance that product offering. And then again, we're continuing to invest in our large bandwidth. We have something called Rapid Routes, where we're basically, you can connect predefined data centers with our large bandwidth wavelength point-to-point services. We're talking like 10 gig, 40 gig, 100 gig, 400 gig, 800 gig connectivity, and we can turn them all up on a very short time frame backed by an SLA. So it's pretty exciting stuff.
And can you tell us a little bit about your partner program?
Yeah, so Lumen has a long history of a partner program. It's over 20 years old. We pay generous residual commissions, and it works really well for our partners because we're here to really complement what they do instead of compete with them. And so there's certain things that Lumen can do that our partners, MSP partners and things like that, can't do on their own, especially like bandwidth, network-based security, things like that. So we pay generous residual commissions, but then we also, in addition to that, have incentives that come out every quarter where you basically can get paid for the products and services up front in addition to the monthly residual commissions. Like earlier, we were talking about network as a service. Like for example, this quarter we have a great promo or an incentive for that, where you can make actually $2,000 per service or per port that gets turned up for network as a service, in addition to the monthly residual commissions. So it can be quite lucrative.
That's terrific. And where can folks go to learn more?
Well, of course, Lumen.com is a great place to go. You can also find us on LinkedIn, learn more, a little bit information on that. But yeah, definitely Lumen.com is a great place to go. Start.
Keith, thanks so much for being with us.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
And we'll see you next time here on CVTV.